Cup Blackpool vs Nottingham Forest prediction, team news, lineups preview. League One outfit Blackpool welcome Premier League side Nottingham Forest to Bloomfield Road for an FA Cup third-round replay on Wednesday night. The Tricky Trees came from 2 goals down to salvage a 2-2 draw in the reverse fixture at the City Ground just over a week ago, and the victors of the replay will set up a 4th-round tie with Bristol City. Match preview. After suffering a heavy 4-1 defeat to Blackpool in the FA Cup third round last season, Nottingham Forest were on course to crash out at the same stage to the same opponents exactly 365 days later. As they trailed by 2 goals inside the first 27 minutes against the Tangerines a week last Sunday. Albie Morgan netted just 2 minutes and 47 seconds after former Forest man Jordan Lawrence-Gabriel opened the scoring for Blackpool. But the Tricky Trees pulled one back through Nicolas Dominguez on the stroke of half-time, before Morgan Gibbs-White netted a stunning 56th-minute equalizer to rescue a replay. Nuno Espirito Santo was hoping to take his side to St George's Park in Burton for a bonding session during the winter break, but Forest are forced to reorganise their mid-season's plans as they prepare for their priority fixture away at Blackpool. Forest have since been rocked by the news that they have been charged with breaching the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, and the club, who sit 15th in the table and just 4 points above the relegation zone, have released a statement confirming that they continue to cooperate fully on the matter and are confident of a speedy and fair resolution. The Tricky Trees are at risk of receiving a points deduction, but Nuno will be keen to ensure that his players are focused fully on what they can do on the pitch, starting with Wednesday's FA Cup tie with Blackpool as they endeavour to avoid losing a third successive third-round replay. Having previously suffered defeat to Birmingham City 2009-10 and Leicester City 2011-12. Despite letting a 2-goal lead slip in the draw with Forest, Neil Critchley was able to take plenty of positives from the performance of his Blackpool side, who have since claimed back-to-back home victories in 2 different competitions against Burton Albion and Exeter City. After claiming a 2-1 win over Burton last week to progress to the quarter-finals of the EFL Trophy, the Tangerines secured a routine 2-0 success against Exeter City in League One last Saturday courtesy of 2 first-half goals from in-form midfielder Morgan. Blackpool, who remain 8th in the third-tier standings and 4 points behind the playoffs, have certainly enjoyed playing in front of their home supporters in recent week as they have won 9 of their last 10 matches at Bloomfield Road in all competitions, a 2-1 league loss to Northampton Town at the end of November the only blot on their copybook during this run. The Tangerines are now attempting to continue their run in the FA Cup and advance to the 4th round for the 3rd time in 4 years, as well as progress from the 3rd round in consecutive seasons for the first time since 1969-70 and 1970-71. Critchley and co. will be confident of success on Wednesday as they have won 2 of their last 4 FA Cup ties against top-flight opposition, including the aforementioned triumph over Forest last season, having failed to win any of their previous 11 such matches in the competition. Team news. Blackpool are set to be without injured duo Jake Beasley and Killian Kouassi, while Matthew Pennington, who has missed the last 5 games due to concussion protocols, remains doubtful. Critchley may consider making changes in the wing-back positions, with Lawrence-Gabriel and Andy Lyons pushing to start ahead of Kyle Joseph and Hayden Coulson respectively. Should Joseph drop down to the substitutes bench, CJ Hamilton could move into the front 3 with Karamoko Dembele and Jordan Rhodes, the latter of whom has scored 15 goals this season but has failed to convert in any of his last 5 appearances. As for Nottingham Forest, they have a Premier League high 6 players away on international duty at the Africa Cup of Nations in the form of Serge Aurier, Ola Aina, Willy Boley, Chiku Kouyaté, Moussa Niakate and Ibrahim Sangar. The Tricky Trees will also have to cope without Taiwo Awoniyi groin and Felipe Calf due to injury, while Anthony Alanganok and Divock Orji groin are both doubtful and will be assessed ahead of kickoff. Nuno will likely start with a similar side that began in the reverse fixture against Blackpool considering the number of absentees, although the likes of Oral Mangala, Nuno Tavares, and Nico Williams will be pushing for a place in the first 11. Blackpool possible starting lineup: Grimshaw, Connolly, Casey, Husband, Lawrence Gabriel, Norburn, Morgan, Lyons, Dembele, Hamilton, Rhodes. Nottingham Forest possible starting lineup: Vlachodimos, Williams, Worrell, Murillo, Tavares, Mangala, Yates, Hudson-Odoi, Dominguez, Gibbs-White, Wood. We say Blackpool 1-2, Nottingham Forest. Blackpool have every right to feel optimistic of causing an upset on Wednesday, considering their impressive home form and recent performances against Nottingham Forest. However, having had 9 full days to rest and prepare for their trip to Bloomfield Road, Forest will be confident in their own abilities to outscore their third-tier counterparts en route to securing their place in the 4th round. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.